the biggest things that happened last year was November 30th. That was a day for we. We're the millions versus the millionaires. As General Secretary of PCS, Mark Savotka, said that the student fight and the workers' fight is inseparable, and that was shown on November 30th because it wasn't just trade unionists. It wasn't just rank and file members. There was loads of students and loads of young people. But I really think that November 30th wouldn't have been the day that it was if it hadn't previously been a catalyst, been a spark. And that spark happened the previous year, and that spark was Millbank. Students and young people, you took your anger out of the universities, out of colleges, out of, in some cases, your high school, took your anger onto the street, right to the heart of the Tory party headquarters, and tore it up. You took your fight to the belly of the beast that would rob hundreds of thousands of students of their right to an education. At PCS, at conference, we applauded your vibrancy, your militancy, and your thirst to win. Yeah, there was violence, but as John McDonnell, who's the head of the PCS parliamentary group, says, yeah, a few windows got smashed. But the people that did that aren't the criminals. The criminals are the ministers that want to destroy the futures of young people, to destroy their right and chance to fulfil their potential, and to destroy a generation and leave them to rot. Our leaders no longer represent us. Nearly £1 billion worth of cuts to education, youth unemployment, nearly 1 million, and hundreds of thousands of young people being forced to work for free under the Tories' workfare scheme. All cuts disproportionately affect young people. Job cuts, housing benefit cuts, stagnant wages and rising inflation, and if you're lucky enough, a slim, almost non-existent chance of a pension. David Cameron said something recently that really got my blood boiling. It was people who were opposed to the workfare scheme were snobbish. Well, I'll tell you something, I'm not being called a snob by someone who comes from a family of Etonians. He's educated privately, has the money to be educated privately. Today we are saying it is not the ruling elite, it is not the politicians, it is not market forces, and it's not how much you have in the bank that will dictate the course of our future. It's us, and it's now. I'm not naive enough, and I don't think anyone else here is, to think that one demonstration, an occupation, one day strikes are enough to make things really change. These things have to happen simultaneously, but each one of these moments is a moment of resistance to cuts in public services, jobs and education. Moments like Millbank in November 2010 are little flashes of lightning that light the way forward. Lots of people think that the momentum in the student movement died after Millbank. Lots of people think that the union fight back's starting to dissipate. Lots of people think that anti-cuts groups are losing the struggle. The way I see it, that's the nature of the language. We don't say struggle and fight for nothing. It's not going to be won easily. I genuinely believe we can win this struggle. The trade unions are going out on the 28th of March, and there will be another Millbank. There will be an escalation in our resistance. Education is a right. A living wage is a right. Useful employment is a right. Our fight is your fight, and when we fight together, we will win together.